Hey sewing friends, I thought I'd jump on real quick and just show you a couple of makes that I've completed this week in my sewing room, because there's ones that I really think that you guys might want to give a try. Especially the first one I'm going to show you is the Notions Metra Blazer. And I had originally wanted to make this out of a chocolate brown or maybe a camel color, kind of a light camel color. But all that I had in my stash right now was this black Ponte de Roma, or Ponte, classic Ponte from Style Maker Fabrics. So I've been seeing Whitney from Tomcat Stitchery show her Metra Blazers for years. And every time I see them, I'm thinking, I really want to make that. I really want to make that. So I finally got around to buying the pattern. And I think the pattern sat on my computer for at least 4 or 5 months. And then Sewing Circle is what actually got me motivated to make it, especially Julie, who's in the Sewing Circle. She's making a Metra Blazer, which, by the way, looks absolutely stunning. She is doing such a great job. Oh my gosh. But she really motivated me. And then I think there's 2 others besides Julie and myself making them. And I'm kind of glad that I made it out of this black, because this is actually my wearable toile. There are some adjustments that I want to make for the next one. This one I made a size large with the full bust adjustment, and I did the shawl collar. And I think going forward, I want to make both. They have the shawl collar and then a wide lapel collar, and I think I want to make both of them. And I shouldn't say that. I'm going to make both of them. One, because I like the pattern and it's a great layering piece. Honestly, if you guys, if you're thinking of making a zip from a hoodie or a cardigan or, a pullover, think about maybe making the Metra Blazer, because it really is a great layering piece for fall and then also in spring. So I had actually paired this. I hadn't intended to, but just to see how it would look and how I could incorporate a black blazer into my current wardrobe, because as you know, I'm not really sewing in black right now. I'm doing brown, mustard yellow, olive green, off-white, and then maybe a couple of pops of color for variety. So I'm thinking, okay, I have this great blazer that I love. How am I going to incorporate it into my wardrobe? And then I remembered this Simplicity 9472 skirt that I had made in a leopard print from a viscose from Lady McElroy. And then I also have just a regular basic tee from, it's actually the Itch to Stitch Logo tee, or tank. It's a tank top actually, that I put together. And I hadn't really envisioned this outfit when I made the blazer, but I think it works well. And in fact, I think I'm just going to get everything ironed and cleaned, and that will be my Monday outfit. And then again, thinking, how can I incorporate this into my wardrobe? I remembered that I had this polka dot, this white and black silk georgette that I had bought from Britex Fabrics years and years and years ago. And I think I'd shown this to you once and said that I was thinking of maybe making a patina blouse out of it. But now that I have the Metra Blazer made, I think I want to make a dress out of it. I'm just going to stick this silk over the hanger here to give you an idea of what I think this outfit could look like. Now, if you have any dress patterns in mind, let me know in the comments, because again, I'm thinking, look at that. Wouldn't that make a nice outfit? Even if I just make a top, but I have 3 yards of this, so I'm thinking a dress would be the best option. And again, I'd like something with a full skirt, kind of like what this Simplicity skirt was. So if you have any ideas on a dress that, is 3 yards of fabric or less, that's another way I can incorporate this Metra Blazer into my wardrobe without having to go out and spend more money on fabric that isn't right now what my intent is as far as the colors for my fall and winter wardrobe capsule. So anyhow, that was my first make, and it's a pattern I highly recommend. It was a little more fiddly than I thought. It's really only 4 pieces, so it does come together pretty quickly, But there are, because there's some welt pockets and because the collar is a little bit tricky, you do have to really give it some thought. And you know, I had to baste it. I did a lot of basting just to make sure. And then I think on my next one, I want to lengthen the sleeves by about 1.5 inches. And then I also want to move the waist down a little bit. I don't want to necessarily lengthen the waist. I just want to move the welt pockets in the waist from where it sits now, which I think is a little bit high. Just move it down maybe 1/2 inch. Yeah, no more than 1/2 inch, maybe 3/4 of an inch. I'll have to see. I'll go ahead and do some measuring and put on my black one and then make the adjustments for my next two. Another make that I made was my Hudson Joggers in this really gorgeous chocolate brown cotton lycra that I got from knitfabrics.com. And I have to apologize to you guys because I said that I would do a sew along last Sunday. I do have it all filmed. I was working on it Saturday afternoon with every intention of getting it posted to the channel on Sunday. But then my youngest daughter and her husband stopped by. They originally stopped by just to drop something off, but then they ended up sitting down and we were talking, and then it was dinner time and they sat down and had dinner with us, and we were all talking and laughing. And it's not very often that I get both my daughters together at the same time. Usually I have one here while the other is elsewhere. So the fact that I had them both together at the same time, I was just having so much fun talking with them and bonding with them that I decided to go ahead and spend my evening with them rather than editing the video. So I apologize, but I do have everything filmed and I'm kind of working on the editing, and I hope to get that up on the channel soon. But this was the outcome of that, and I'm super pleased with it. I just love the chocolate brown. I have a pair of black, but you know, I'm just not into black these days. I'm not feeling the black like I was a couple of years ago. So this was, yeah, my second make. And then the third make was actually for my daughter, and it was the Liesel Co Neighborhood Sweatshirt. There you go. Now I had made her the zip front hoodie, but this time I just made the sweatshirt, and I made it out of this off-white French terry, See You at 6 French terry I had bought from Lamazi Fabrics. And I think I made hers in a size medium. And I thought this would be a good piece for her because it's just a very good basic layering piece that she could put, you know, over a shirt, maybe a button-up shirt, and you know, have the collar stick out. It looks very simple, but when you really look at it, there's a little bit more going on to it. The pattern gives you the option of doing a lot of color blocking. And I have to say that really does interest me, because not only can you do the top sleeve a different color, you could do the bottom sleeve a different color from the body. I mean, there's all kinds of mix and match color blocking that you can do. But because the sleeve does have that seam there, I went ahead and did some top stitching on it, and then also did the top stitching where the raglan sleeve meets the front and the back. So it adds a little bit of texture. And then this other feature, you really can't tell until you put it on, but the pattern does have the back band go a little bit lower than the front. And it actually looks really cute when you have it on, because it just sort of dips down a little lower in back than it does in front. But again, unless you have it on, it's really hard for me to get an idea, give you an idea of what it looks like. And then of course, I put a little label in there for her because she is loved. And I just wanted her to know that every time she put on her sweatshirt. Now I had enough material left over that I actually think I want to make me one. I had material left over from her zip front hoodie, and now I have fabric left over from her sweatshirt. So I'm thinking of maybe putting those together and doing another Stanton hoodie, but doing some color blocking. So I don't know, I'll just have to see when I finally have time to sit down with the fabric and sort of move things around and sort of get some ideas going. So that's really all I have cooking at the moment in my sewing room. I do have lots of plans, but I have learned the hard way that I need to finish one project before I get too excited and start another project. So once I get all these done, I'll start working on some other sewing ideas that I have, and I'll share those with you next week. So on your way out, I hope you don't mind if hitting the like and subscribe button, and I will go ahead and see you guys next week. Thanks so much, guys. Bye.